All right, welcome back to some more health accumulation. So today we're talking about to stevia or not to stevia. We're discussing stevia and its uses in our food supply. Is it desirable for a health accumulator? Stevia has been used by the Paraguayans for 1500 years, literally as a staple in their diets. And just recently has it started to invade the American culture, over the last decade about. So of course, with most foods that have a great traditional value and amazing health benefits, once they hit big food, they get their hands on it, they can often find ways of perverting it and making it less desirable for humanity. And this is indeed the case with stevia. Not all stevia by any means, but there's plenty of stevia out there that is problematic. So stevia, the whole leaf, has been shown to have blood sugar benefits, antioxidant benefits, anti-inflammatory benefits, even anti-cancer and anti-blood pressure, high blood pressure, hypertensive benefits. These were demonstrated even in the latest evidence reviewed in the Journal of Molecules in January of 2023. Saying, there is always benefits to stevia. Stevia is very sweet, but it's not sugar. And so people who are trying to overcome sugar addictions and blood sugar dysregulation, I suggest stevia is a great option. However, in my experience with thousands of patients, simply going from drinking 6 cans of Coke a day to drinking 6 cans of Zevia, though it is a great bridge to a healthier life. Zevia, definitely much healthier than Coke. I would not just stop there. It's really important for longevity in our health outlook to enable our being to enjoy a whole palette of different flavors, not just sweet intensity over and over and over and over again. Recognize that that stevia, depending on what type of stevia you're getting, could be anywhere from 40 times to up to like 350 times as sweet as standard table sugar. That is a lot of intense sweetness. So dousing yourself with that intensity of sweetness over and over and over again throughout the day, such as in these liquid, sweetened stevia drinks, is going to make it really challenging for your being to enjoy bitter flavors, salty flavors, sour flavors. It's going to think stevia, 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 or insanely sweet, insanely sweet, insanely sweet. That's what we need. And we really want to open up our palates because there's a lot of benefits to these other flavors. God gave us the ability to enjoy these other flavors. It's just that when you pound yourself with insane amounts of one particular over-the-top, super physiological dose of a sweetener, the capacity to enjoy these others and get benefits from them decreases greatly. So to enable us to enjoy the whole spectrum of flavors and the whole foods that create those flavors, I suggest it's ideal we take a little break every once in a while and just drink some straight up water. Get some spring water. It can still be carbonated, but just get some spring water, drink that. Because that intense sweet, that tantalizing our taste buds over and over and over throughout the day, it just creates more need and greater intensifies our necessity for that sweetness. And this literally is what leads people to, put 6 packets of stevia in their coffee drink, thinking, I need that amount to, cover up that bitterness and give them that sweet flavor. So there's no doubt stevia can be a great alternative to artificial sweeteners, like aspartame, Splenda. And a lot of times stevia gets lumped in that same boat of aspartame and Splenda as an artificial sweetener or a sugar alcohol like erythritol or xylitol or mannitol, these guys. It is not. Stevia is a natural agent. It's not artificial. It comes from a nice little leaf that's very sweet, and it has actual nutritional benefit for a human being. But like I mentioned earlier, when big food gets a hold of it, you're gonna want to watch, for products marketed as stevia, but containing only trace amounts of it. Virtually all powdered forms of stevia, they're mostly maltodextrin, genetically modified. They're mostly erythritol, or some other additive that make up the bulk of what is being marketed as stevia. I would pass on these. If you're getting powdered stevia, you really want to check out green leaf stevia powders. This is actually literally the leaf is green and the powders are green too. And the main one that I would suggest to look at, I'm sure there's other valid ones out there, but that's often easiest for most of us to get our hands on, is the Frontier Co-op brand. And they have an organic variety that is not irradiated and that maintains the beneficial properties that are in the traditional stevia leaf. And it is important when you look for powdered stevia that the only ingredient is organic stevia or organic stevia leaf or organic stevia leaf extract. Don't just trust the colorful marketing on the front of the label. Be sure to look at the ingredient list. And it should be noted that stevia, like any other food substance, can be problematic for some people. I've had a couple patients over the years who have been sensitive to it, that have had like an allergy to it, or just an intolerance to it. And some who've had, they consume so stinking much stevia, especially in soda pop like substances or energy drinks, that they have had headaches, they have joint pains, muscle aches, that kind of thing. And so I think part of that is the fact that there's all this other junk in these drinks they're consuming, but the main sweetener has been stevia. And so I have suggested, hey, let's just give a break to stevia. And in the process, we're giving a break to a lot of these junk drinks as well. So it's hard to say which is truly the culprit, but either way, it is definitely like any other food substance, there's potential for some kind of sensitivity. But just because there's a potential for sensitivity doesn't mean it's bad for us. Strawberries have a high potential, nuts and seeds have high potential. Dairy products have high potential. But for some people, they're fantastic and should eat away. Others, not so good, should abstain. Finally, unless you're getting green powdered, non-irradiated whole leaf stevia, the majority of the health benefits, they're likely not present. However, this doesn't mean the stevia is bad that you're consuming, like some would purport. It just means the stevia is there for flavor enhancement only. That's why it's there. When you talk about, say, stevia in like chewable vitamins or in protein powders or in green drinks and that kind of stuff, yeah, I don't think you're getting much nutritional benefit from that stevia. You're just getting the flavoring agent to help the thing that you're consuming taste delicious. So that doesn't make it bad for you. It just means that don't be thinking I'm consuming this stevia like I'm consuming, the Frontier Co-op organic, whole dried, non-irradiated stevia leaf. And on that note, one of the delicious hot day beverages we enjoy in our family is we make some carbonated water and we pour it over ice, put a little lemon or lime juice in it, and then add a few drops of stevia, organic stevia. And man, is that a thirst quencher. So tasty. So if you want something to support your thirst this summer, as it's starting to warm up here in the state of Washington, give that a go. All right, let me know your experience with stevia. Love to hear it. What's your favorite ways to consume it, not consume it? And I'm Dr. Matt. If you haven't liked, subscribed, sent this to your friend, what are you waiting for? It's only going to bless them and help them accumulate in health just like we are. All right, talk to you guys later.